Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, classmates. So, this is Melrose. Hello. So, my topic is all about the types of competency. So, types of competencies there have two. First is managerial competency. Second is functional competency. So, from the word competency. So, what is competency? So this is a combination of knowledge, skills, behavior, and attitudes that contribute to personal effectiveness. So the first competency is managerial competency slash soft competency. So what is the meaning of managerial competency? So this type of competency relates to the manage job and develop interaction with other person. So for example, is problem solving. So when it comes to problem solving, all leaders have to solve problems eventually. So good problem solvers take proactive approaches to address issues and avoid conflict whenever it emerges. So another example is communication. There are two, the interpersonal communication. So this skill involves the ability to identify, understand, anticipate the emotion, concern, and thoughts of others. And the written communication also is the ability to effectively communicate with the written word. And the most important is leadership and of course honesty. Because good manners display behavior that is ethical, honest, and humane. They serve as a role model for others and perform action that demonstrate their values. So why managerial competencies is important? So you need to use your strengths to do your best. Of course, you need to know your weaknesses. You need developmental experiences at work to become successful leaders and address your weaknesses. So the second types of competency is functional competency. So slash hard competency. So what is functional competency? So this is the type of capacity relates to the functional capacity of the work. So it mainly deals with the technical aspect of the job. So for example is market research because it helps in determining what the customers need and want. And another example is financial analysis. Financial specialists needs the functional competencies of financial analysis and setting up accounting system. And it focuses also on individual development, the line director, and of course the manager. Because functional competency talks about the specific knowledge of skill area that relates to successful performance in the job. So next is number 2, ethical dimension of HRM or human resources. So what is ethical dimension of HRM? So it talks about the hiring competent and skilled people to the gain profit is essential. So aside from position of these characteristics, it is also significant to embed ethical values among them. So this will enable to them to work effectively with others and promote goodwill in the organizations. In other words, is primarily concerned with the inculcation of morals and values among the individuals, so they are able to carry out their job duties appropriately, so maintain effective terms and relationship with the other members of the organization and inculcate the traits of morality and ethics. So the ethical dimension of human resource management in various organizations are identified in terms of areas such as general business ethics, or ethics of finance, or ethics of human resources, and others. So let's start to the first, ethics of human resources. So What is ethics of human resources? So this is the ethics of human resource management covers those ethical issues arising from the terms and relationship that develop among the employers and employees. So the employers and employees have certain rights and duties towards each other. So in order to carry out their job duties in a well-organized manner, it is vital for them to implement ethics and generate information in terms of various aspects. So within the organization, human resources are different from each other in terms of number of aspects, but there should not be any type of discriminatory treatment on the basis of caste, creed, race, religion, gender, educational qualification, ethnicity, or socioeconomic background. So in some organization, when the employers or employees are to get engaged in manual jobs, it is the fact that they should be healthy and should not suffer from any ailment or health problems. So when the employees are suffering from any health problems and illnesses, in such cases, they would not be given manual job duties. So number two, the principles of ethical dimension of human resource management. So the principles of ethical dimension of human resources talks about the ethical values translated into active language, establishing standards or rules describing the kind of behavior an ethical person should and should not get engaged in. So are unethical principles. In other words, the principle of ethical dimensions make provision or information to be individuals in terms of traits that are necessary to emerge into good human being and generate positive outcomes in the performance of job duties. The principles of ethical dimensions of human resource management have been stated as follows. So first is honesty. So if ethical executives are honest and truthful in all their dealings and they do not deliberately mislead or deceive others by misrepresentation, overstatement, partial truths, selective omission, or any other means. So these are the regarded as dishonest acts. So which may even compel individuals to get suspended from their jobs within the organization. All the members need to ensure that they are honest in their dealings. Honesty is regarded as one of the important traits that help the member of the organization to maintain their image within the organization. So it has been affected in the implementation of job duties as well as in dealing with others. And second is integrity. So integrity is referred to truthfulness, reliability, and uprightness. So when the employees are acquiring knowledge regarding the organization through training and development programs, they also generate awareness in terms of integrity. So it talks about one successfully work towards the achievement of organizational goals and objectives. So when they put into practice that trait of integrity, ethical executives demonstrate personal integrity and the courage of their convictions by doing what they think is right, even when there is immense pressure to do otherwise. Integrity enables the individuals to defect honorableness and uprightness.